back to the channel. It is May, and that means Mer May. I've never been able to do it before because I didn't know that it existed before. Last May, I was just starting out, maybe trying squishies for the first time. Then I watched Catmelon Studios. I love her so much. She makes creepy, fantastic dolls from Monster High Dolls. They are amazing. Maybe they're not all Monster High Dolls, but a lot of them are, and they're fantastic. Point is, I get to make a mermaid. It's probably not gonna be a traditional mermaid because I can't decide if I want octopus leg or like a mermaid tail. Definitely gonna be a siren because she's gonna be not creepy, hauntingly mysterious. Is that a thing? It's gonna be good, okay? I've been excited. I can't wait to do this. Let's get into it. The first thing our mermaid needs is a skeleton. So I'm going to make her head out of aluminum foil, and the body will be made out of mostly wire that you sculpt with, but I just used pipe cleaner to start out with because I couldn't find my sculpting wire. So first we're gonna put on her head with the air dry clay. Don't worry, this is not gonna be a ball jointed doll. It is gonna take a really long time though because I have
so many ideas.
Next to me I have every sculpting tool possible, and I'm using a paintbrush because it makes everything smooth. Look at this, it just smooths it all out. So I'm taking inspiration from Abe Sapien of Hellboy fame. I like his real big eyes that are kind of almond shaped and the flattish nose. I'm gonna be doing that for this mermaid who is actually a siren. She's gonna be like an eel siren. So since she's an eel, all of her stuff's gonna be super long and kind of creepy. We need a long neck, we need long arms. We don't need long legs because she's not gonna have legs. She's gonna have an eel tail. And the plan is to actually apply every single scale on this giant eel tail to make it look shimmery. So I'll be using a hole puncher and a bunch of leftover aluminum cans from drinking soda. That's sparkling water here. And it's gonna be one little tiny scale applied at a time. For these eyes, I wanted to try something kind of different. I normally put the ball in and then put the upper and lower lid, but I saw someone put in the whole ball and then like cut the eye open. That sounds awful, but you just cut to make the top and bottom lid. So this is what I'm going to try. It looks like I'm putting on eyelids, but she needed a more pronounced brow. Her head was just kind of rolling back. So this is gonna make it look like she actually has like a brow ridge. Once that brow ridge was properly smoothed straight into nothingness, I get my handy dandy scissors out because now we're going to cut open the eyes. And with a slice and a slice, they are open. I don't know, I guess we cut this part out. Does this look right? I don't really know. I don't even have my reference. Let's make this nose a little bit skinnier because I want it almost flat. And the eyes, I need to kind of give them lids a little bit. This isn't working very well. So I've just decided that I've smoothed too much and I need to slice these open once again. And I keep doing this because I feel like I'm missing a step maybe, and I can't figure out exactly what I did. And of course I don't go and find my reference photo. I just keep messing with it because that's what I like to do. I want to figure it out on my own. I'm just going to keep messing with it. Wow, I actually forgot these eyes looked like this at one point. Kind of looks like an alien or something. Or maybe I'm the alien performing this alien autopsy. We just got done poking out the eyes. Now we got to shove this up the nose. Perfect. This is the part where I really get in there and start having fun shaping this crazy looking nose. So I still haven't figured out how to use these dotting tools for painting, but they are great for sculpting. Look at this, you can just smooth, shape, give some nostrils, make some weird, angry under eye things that you don't need, so you have to come back in with a big dotting tool and smooth it all out. After this smoothing and digging and cutting, it looks to me like there's no eyeball in this eye socket, so I'm gonna end up putting some balls in here anyway. Not the ones that I would normally do, but more alien shaped ones. I noticed as I'm messing with these eyes that they keep getting angrier and angrier as I go along. Every tweak makes them more mad, which I guess is good if you're going for scary. I'm trying to flatten this nose out a little bit. Now that we've got some creepy alien eyes, let's add the mouth. This one was kind of tricky because I really wanted to show teeth. Really thin, sharp, tiny, spiky teeth like you would find on an eel, so she could be kind of creepy. But look at how tiny this mouth is. How am I gonna fit a bunch of teeth in here to make her look creepy? Luckily, that's a problem for later Sunny. Sunny right now is going to make some ears, and I wanted them to be kind of mermaidish, but not just like everybody else's mermaid ears with like the fins and stuff. I want them to be a little bit different. So I made like a cone shape. This is like a cone ear. One of the reasons why it takes so long to make these dolls, oh my gosh, it looks so cute like this. I love these ears. I miss these ears. Like I was saying, it takes a long time to make these kind of dolls because you have to wait for some of the air dry clay to dry, or else you start mashing up the stuff that you've already made. And that is exactly what happens to these ears. As I start working on other parts of the doll, the ears are not dry and they just keep getting more and more squashed. Moving on from the top of the head down, we're getting some bazooms. One arm, trying to sculpt out this collarbone nice and sharp to make her look bony and long and scary. I guess not scary. She's gonna be scary. I should just embrace it. Just embrace that she's gonna be scary. So one arm is not gonna be completely done because I need the base for that side to see exactly where to put the arm. And then I realized I didn't put any wire in these arms. There's no structure in there, so I had to shove it in. I got one hand. She's tasting her finger just like I liked. We're gonna get this torso going. This was kind of hard. I didn't put enough wire inside this body, so it's kind of squishing in on itself. I needed to put a better structure in here. And this is all really soft too. Oh wow, I didn't realize how much shorter one of her boobs is. It's okay, I fixed that. I do notice later on and I fix it, but you're not gonna see that fixed right now. Actually left this thing overnight to dry before I put the torso on, and then I left it again before I put this bottom on. I am trying to sculpt the big giant tail out of aluminum foil. I want it to be very thick and muscly, kind of look like a snake, like a muscly snake tail. Oh, hi Katra. This is hot glue. You should probably get out of here. Nope, just keep walking. There you go. So I know a lot of people draw out their concepts before they make it, so they have like a reference to see how they want it. But I feel like if I did that, then it wouldn't look anything like my drawing and I'd be super disappointed. So I like to just keep the idea in my head, and that way I'm a little bit more flexible with how this gets shaped and made. So my only requirements for this thing was to have the tail long and strong and wrap around the rock like an eel tail. And I also wanted her hand, one hand to be tasting her fingers from the meal she just ate, and the other hand to be open on the rock with a skull from her last victim in it. The funniest part about this whole process is that I thought it would be all done in 1 week. This is how I did the scales. I just punched holes in the aluminum cans, just clicked them out. I put a bunch of clay over the aluminum, and then I just stuck these bad boys on. So this is what we're left with for this week. I really thought I would get all the way through. That's really funny of me. That's never happened before. I don't know why I would think with such an ambitious project I would somehow magically be done in 1 week. But that's okay. It gives me a lot more time to decorate. I want her hair to be floating out behind her like she's in water, so I still need to work on that too. Stay tuned for part 2, and thank you for watching.